Hi everyone, welcome back. In this video, let us take a look into one more Java interview question. Can you run a Java class without a main method? The short answer is yes. And let us explore how we can run a Java class without a main method in this video. So before that, as we know that every Java program starts with a main method. And whenever you want to run a Java class using command line, you have to use a main method. And whenever you want to run the standalone Java project using command line, you have to use a main method. So main method is basically a starting point of your Java program, isn't it? But there are some cases in which we can run a Java class without a main method, and let us explore all those different ways. For example, using static block. If you look at this piece of code over here, this is the Java class. It has a static block and there is no main method within this class. When you run this class, the JVM loads this class, and as a part of loading process, it executes this static block, and that system.out.println statement will immediately execute. And here we call system.exit 0 to end this program, since there is no main method to keep alive. So yes, this class runs perfectly fine and prints hello from static block. This works because static blocks are executed when the class is loaded before anything else. Next, we can run a Java class without a main method using JUnit test class. If you look at this JUnit test class, it has a JUnit method. So this looks simple, but it's powerful. No main method here either. And that's okay. When you run this JUnit test with JUnit runner, it scans for methods marked with @test annotation. And then it uses reflection to invoke them. So no need for a main method at all. When you run this, JUnit will output hello from test. This proves that the frameworks like JUnit handles execution in their own way, bypassing main method entirely. Next, let us take a look into one more example, like how we can run a Java class without main method using servlet. So if you look at this hello world servlet over here, and this servlet don't have a main method. So instead, whenever you deploy this servlet in a Tomcat server, and whenever user or a client invoke this /hello, then Tomcat server will call this servlet. So there is no main method required. When a user accesses this hello world, the server, that is Tomcat server, automatically calls this toGet method, and your code runs, but you never call it directly. So the server runs it for you. This is common in enterprise applications where your code is triggered by the platform, not by the main method. Next, let us take a look into one more example, like how you can run a Java class without a main method using Spring Boot controller. So this is a Spring Boot controller. It has a REST API with a URL /hi. So this is a REST controller used in a Spring Boot applications. So Spring scans your code, finds this class and maps the /hi route. When a request comes in, it calls say_hi method and returns the response. And again, if you can see, there is no main method in this file, but your logic still runs inside running Spring Boot application. So this is how modern Java application works. You write the logic and the framework wires all up. There is no main method required. Alright, so these are the different ways we can run a Java without a main method. Alright, great. I will see you in the next video.